to the 2021 school year. As the proud principal of Dakota High School, I'm looking forward to working with all of our students, staff, and community to help make this year the very best it can be. The school year starts on Tuesday, September 8th, under conditions we could have never imagined 6 months ago. Who would have ever thought that we would be faced with the challenge of transforming Dakota High School into a complete remote learning school in approximately a half a year? The shift to remote learning this year represents a change that would typically take years, and we have made it in only a few months. Our staff has worked tremendously hard to prepare for the first day of school in a remote learning format. I could not be more proud of the efforts put in by our teachers, counselors, clerical staff, and administrators. We are ready to launch remote learning on Tuesday. However, at the same time, we also ask that everyone is patient, understanding, and willing to be flexible as we encounter new unknowns together every day. There will be surprises, there will be some glitches, but rest assured, we are committed to doing everything possible to provide our students the best possible academic program through a remote learning environment. Additionally, we recognize the adversity that some students will face as we begin this school year. You have our pledge that we are also just as committed to providing students with the additional support some may need in terms of their mental health and well-being. Our counselors, school social workers, and administrators are ready to provide the students the support they need in order to succeed academically and be well emotionally. On the first day of school, students will log into their Schoology at 7:15 and access their first hour class through that platform. From there, we will follow our 6-period schedule each day per the bell schedule that was emailed out to parents last week and to students today. Our teachers will be focusing on connecting with their students, building relationships, and helping their students get acclimated to remote learning routines as we get underway during our first week. Instruction will feature a blend of strategies and presentation formats. Teachers may ask students to watch a video online as their homework for the next day and then utilize the following class period for online discussion through Schoology and Microsoft Teams before providing an activity to reinforce or expand upon concepts. On some days, for some classes, students may have a class period that begins with a live check-in with their teacher with time during the period to work on an ongoing assignment or activity, with the teacher remaining available to provide support. It's going to look different each day. If unforeseen circumstances arise where a student is unable to log into a class, we ask that they try to touch base with their teacher to let them know. Teachers will be using a combination of recorded video material and other resources posted to Schoology to support students who find themselves in such a situation. The goal of our teachers is to utilize a combination of recorded video and other posted resources to do everything possible to make sure students who end up being absent to a class that they're able to stay on track. Speaking of attendance, teachers will start the year recording attendance in PowerSchool as they always have, based on records of which students log in and connect with them live through video each class period. At the same time though, we recognize that issues may arise that will result in absences. We will work through those situations to keep the focus on learning and growth. Yesterday, you received an email from the district about student schedules being available in PowerSchool Parent Portal. As the message stated, our counselors are still working to fill some holes in student schedules. Please keep in mind, space is extremely limited this year as we are scheduling for both our standard classes and the Chippewa Valley Virtual Academy. Students may see classes that they did not initially request due to our limitations within the master schedule. Counselors put thought and consideration into all the moves that were made, but it is simply not possible to meet all the initial requests of every student. If students have "See Counselor" on their schedule, they are encouraged to email their counselor. Our first priority is going to be addressing incomplete student schedules. Once students have full schedules, we will look at whether or not there are any options available to address schedule change requests, which will take some time. Additional information in this regard will be shared near the end of the first week of school. Students interested in changing their schedule should not assume it's going to happen and therefore not log into their classes. They should first assume that changes will not be made in order to make sure they avoid getting off to a poor start by not connecting with their scheduled teachers. There are a number of unanswered questions that remain with regard to other parts of student life and student activities, events, and traditions that we will be working through as the school year gets underway. Our complete focus up to this point has been on a successful launch of our remote learning program. As decisions are made and information becomes available, we will be communicating with everyone as we move forward. The school year is going to be a new journey for all of us. As our staff returned this week, administratively, we talked to our teachers and all of our staff about the challenges that lie ahead. However, the primary focus of our message was to encourage them to finding joy in our journey together this year, while empathetically supporting our students and extending grace. We encourage our students and our entire community to embrace a similar mindset as we get the school year underway. We all share the common goal of wanting to do the absolute best for our students. We will make sustained and continuous progress towards achieving that goal every day by working together with a focus on progress, not necessarily perfection. There will be hiccups along the way, especially at the start. However, as we find our way together, our staff will make the appropriate adaptations to academic expectations to cultivate the greatest amount of growth in our students possible. Students, we take our responsibility of providing you with the best education possible very seriously. Know that you will be supported by our staff as we work to uphold our commitment by providing you with a first-class education. And to our parents and our community, I want to express our appreciation in advance for your patience, understanding, and support. Together, we will still achieve great things this year. I am confident of that. Students, we'll see you virtually on Tuesday. Thank you for tuning into this message. Take care and have a great holiday weekend.